I've been here for over 10 months now. The activity and the lifestyle here is very different depending on the season. In the summer we get more younger people. We also welcome a few volunteers. The volunteers from Volunteers Action for Peace, or the VAPs as we call them, can come from a lot of different places all around the world.
Cristian Zárate, soy mexicano.
저는 한국에서 온 윤창호라고 합니다.
Mi nombre es Paulina Zavala y soy mexicana.
柳夏です。日本から来ました。
曽根浅井です。日本から来ました。
Othona es un lugar en el que se siente mucha paz. E incluso me decía una señora que las personas que vienen aquí son como una familia.
Pues es un lugar muy especial. La verdad es que nunca había estado en algo como aquí.
みんなクリーニングも一緒にして、みんな食事も一緒に作って、みんなで楽しんで、みんなでチャーチに行って、賛美歌を歌ったり。
また今いる仲間と来年また会えたりしたら楽しいかなって思うんで、ここに戻ってくるのもありかなって思います。
I've been working with Tim now as a staff member here for 5 years with Tim. One of our busiest times would be through summertime, where we have 3 sets of VAPs, Volunteer Action for Peace, and we get 3 groups of 8 of them, mostly that come from Europe, but also all different parts of the world. Our main project this year has been this building here. Now we have completely demolished the old building and we have now built this complete new building here. This is now the new educational centre, so it's a nice, comfortable, relaxing area for people to come and use. And the plan is that these will be help encourage more schools to come down, art groups, for people to use this new space that we've got. I came here over, I think, 19 years ago. I came here in 2001. I found it completely by accident with a friend. We just happened to be walking along the sea wall here. We were very curious about what Othona was about, and I was actually looking for something else to get involved in life.
The role of the volunteer around Othona is like to help in big project, but even in a small project like cooking, cleaning, basically running the place. That is kind of like give accommodation to so many people around the UK and around the world. At the end of the day, you always have like the possibility to speak with the other people and sharing your experience. From all the jobs you can have in Othona, you can even have a particular one. For me, an example, like I feed owls, and I never done that before. I discovered that I quite enjoy to do that, thanks to Othona. This is kind of a little window to discover something that you will never experience in your life.
I think it's really, it gives me a lot in terms of knowing other people, working, being involved in the natural landscape, doing different jobs, indoor, outdoor, knowing different groups. So it has been really rich experience.
As a volunteer, I think I feel this is a nice place to work and live for a long time. Now I feel like I'm a part of this family in Othona. It's a big group, nice and peaceful area. I really like this place so much.
I came to Othona because my parents met here. They came when they were kids, and so I just pretty much grew up here. And then I lived here. My dad was warden for many years when I was younger, and then I came all through when I was like a kid, and then I came as like a teenager, and now I'm in my 30s, and I still come down, and my dad's now warden again, so it's very much just like coming home.
I first came here last year, 2018, to spend a couple of weeks here, and ended up loving it so much I volunteered for about 2.5 months, 3 months.
And there is the chapel, which is a very important part of our community. Anyone can lead that service. It can be anybody, and doesn't have to be Christian or anything. It's more about the community, having a community moment.
The chapel is a lovely place to go. We go up there quite often in the evenings when we're here. It's a beautiful place for serenity and just calm and quiet, where we have a moment to worship and moments to reflect on the week and reflect on the time that we've had here and in life in general. It's a really lovely place.
Yeah, I love the chapel. I remember, like, as a kid, and again, like I said, I'm not religious or I'm not Christian, but it's still a really special place for me. And I liked going up there as a kid and just holding the candles and messing around. And it's just, I think for anyone, it's so old. There's so much history there. And I think now I kind of appreciate that more. When you go up there, you can really get a sense of that.
Introduced to Othona in 1955 by Tok H, which are a group of people that help less fortunate people. I know more people that have come here who have died now because I've been coming over 64 years, and I've met very, very many interesting people. And every year I've come to this community. I've met so many lovely people here and made many, many friends.
Othona is founded on the principles of sort of reconciliation, people joining together across the world, and the chapel, of course, is really, really so wonderful. Somehow there's been so many people who've come in and out of Othona, and when I went to the chapel I felt the same beautiful, deep sense of contemplation.
I came to Othona as a 19-year-old in 1972 and amongst 50 Germans, and I came back ever since because I liked it. I like the balance of work, worship, study and play. And when I go home, and I used to go home, my ferry arrived at 9 o'clock in the morning at my workplace in Hamburg, I could go straight to work because I felt so relaxed from being at Othona. And there's also a good family, great family. Lots of people have turned into godparents for my children.
My name's Alan. I've been coming down to the Othona Community. First came in 1973. I lived here for a couple of years. I've been on various committees, and that was my introduction to the community. It wasn't sold to me as a community, it was just sold to me as come down and meet some friends.
Yeah, I first came in 1961, and I started to get more involved when there was things I was asked to do. I was asked to repair the generator on more than one occasion, and that's really when I really started to get deeply involved in the community. When in 2009 we got the wind turbine, it was a total revolution because it meant that we were much, much less dependent on the generator. And we do indeed get quite a lot of our energy at the moment from the wind turbine. And we're doing a little more within the garden, which is good. We're basically a Christian community rather than an environmental community. But the very fact that you're growing some vegetables, the very fact that you're showing how possible it is, I feel, is very, very important for us. There's always more to do, and we're always looking for the more that we can do.
me, Othona is something that has to be experienced rather than described. Some people love it, some people don't get on with it, some people don't see the point. Personally, I came here and I fell in love with the place. I've said to people, come and experience it.